Hey, the way I vex there, if I don't control myself, I go feel go mad and say something. Composure. Before I made this video, I had to give myself a 5-minute breather to really sit down and calm myself. Otherwise, I would probably go crazy in this video and cyberbully and say things I'm not supposed to say about people in power who are who are older than me, and they should know better. Honestly, they should know better. But then I'm upset. For one, I recorded a video about the whole ministerial vetting process and how slow and how unnecessarily long and how the whole process was drawn out, and it ended up turning into a battle between the MPP and the NDC with actual issues not being addressed. I mean, issues were addressed, but then I don't know, it didn't really look like it was going anywhere. And then full circle moment, everything just clashed together in the form of the chaos that ensued with the MPs flipping tables and chairs. In the same video, I was happy that the Speaker of Parliament sanctioned and gave out some punishment for those who were involved. I think a 2-week suspension, and then as well they were supposed to cover the damages, and I was happy about that because this was a very good example of a leader taking responsibility and then not letting bad behavior go unpunished, and I was really happy about it. Now, right in the process of me editing that video, I got the news that the speaker had rescinded the 2-week ban after the MPs who were involved came in to apologize. And right then, I stopped editing the video. I just stopped editing the video. And I was like, huh? My colleague told me, I looked at his face and I said, huh? What do you mean by that? What's that supposed to mean? You gave out a punishment and now you are taking it back because they came in to apologize. I was so confused. I was like, what? Just a 2-week suspension, you've lifted it off. A 2-week suspension isn't even that much of a punishment to even be like, oh, because they've apologized, I'm taking it back. It wasn't that deep in the first place. Honestly, when I heard the news, I was really disgusted. And for me, this was pathetic. I mean, if leaders in these high positions are not able to have their subordinates or their colleagues take responsibility for their bad actions, who's to say that when it comes to an issue of, I don't know, corruption, mismanagement of funds, who's to say that they would actually care in a way? I felt the ban should have been held even after the apology. Because, sometimes you act out, you do something wrong. Although you may apologize and, you say you're sorry, you apologize and all, you still have to deal with the consequences of your actions. You still have to deal with the consequences of your actions. And these guys are not exempt from it. Now, I know that people are going to say, well, these guys work together in parliaments, they know themselves, blah, blah, blah. But as a leader, as a Speaker of Parliament, you should be able to stand on business. You should be able to stand on your toes, stand your ground. The 2 weeks cry isn't even enough. Me personally, if it was 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I would have been happy. But I was just happy with 2 weeks because, he came out and actually did something about it. So I was just happy to see that something was done about it and that these people who were involved weren't going scot-free. This is just another classic example of our leaders not showing up and not showing decorum when, there's actually a need for it. People went out in the scorching sun, stood in line, formed queues to actually go and vote for you guys to come in. And then this is how you behave. It's very disappointing. It was very appalling to see. In one sense, I'm not surprised because this is Ghana. Even holding our leaders accountable, sometimes it's a problem. Them coming to apologize to you is a must. Like, you shouldn't expect anything less than that. That one is a given. They have to apologize. We all saw what happened a couple of years ago in the parliament. Like, that chaos was very disgusting to see. And the crazy thing is, it circulated everywhere, like worldwide. And this also circulated everywhere worldwide as well. Like, do you understand like what that means for people in other countries to see this happening, to see our leaders do something like this? Do you think that they would take us seriously? it just reinforces that stereotype that Africans are disorganized and that we don't know what we are about. And I hate that stereotype, and we should be fighting against it. Charlie, me, if you say you want to leave the country, I mean, I don't get problem. Plus, you self, if you want to leave, I go first step. Now, this country self, if our leaders are acting this way, what's the hope for the rest of us?